So let's just jump right in. Congratulations on your engagement. Tell me
Thank
all
you.
about how it happened, and just everything.
I mean, honestly, it's been so hard to even try to like talk about it without crying all the time because we've been holding this in since the 8th, which was Friday, is when I got engaged. And we just kind of wanted to make sure that all of our friends and family and everybody knew before, social media and like that. Cause we didn't want people to be offended. Cause let's be honest, everybody just kept being like, thank you for calling and like telling us before we thought we would just see it, you know,
Yeah,
on
and then
Friday.
you have like the private celebrations too.
Right. Yes. And so it all started, well, here's the ring.
Gorgeous. I
I
love it.
love it. I'm like, I told my fiance, I said, I'm sorry if I can't like look at you in the face. Like I just like am blind. I might as well just walk around like this.
Oh, it's so sweet.
So it all started, I guess he asked my parents back in July. So he had already had the ring and everything like that then. And we were like traveling around the world pretty much, I mean, going on all these like lavish vacations. And I was like, okay. And then he bought me some clothes and it was like white dresses and all this like stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna be prepared, right? Like my girlfriend's like, your nails done, have your hair done. I was like, I can do that. That's pretty standard.
Yeah.
So then it was like, well, he asked my son, which obviously is my number one supporter in anything. So whatever he says goes. And he said that when he asked, my son said, I have one request, that I am a part of the proposal.
That is so.
So my fiance, he was like, I was going to do it in the Maldives. I was going to like announce everything then. But when he told me that he wanted to be a part of it, there was no way. So we had to do it. This is going to do it. So they took me on a belated birthday dinner since he couldn't be in town for my birthday. And my son said, we should get her a limo. And she loves champagne. So we'll get her a limo with champagne and we're going to ride out to the beach and go to dinner and, we'll do it out there. Well, the weather turned out to be terrible, of course. And a lot of the places, I guess, they were trying to, like a private dock and things like that, they were trying to get to were closed for a private event.
Oh.
And they couldn't do that. So we go on this limo excursion, and my son and him are in the limo twerking and having the best time. Like
Right.
it was so cute. And we're heading home, and I'm like, okay, so it was just a belated birthday. My girlfriends are like texting me because obviously they had knew something I didn't know, and they were like, it's happening, it's happening. I was like, no, y'all, it was just a dinner.
Yeah.
And it was a dinner. It was belated. This was Hudson's dinner for me, and Brett surprised me. And then we get back home, and Hudson's distracting me, and next thing I know, I turn around and he's down on one knee, and I mean, I like black out. I'm like, what's even coming out of your mouth? Like, I can't even understand. I didn't look at the ring because I thought that I would break eye contact, but I'm like ugly crying. I'm like ugly crying. My son's in the background going like, yay, like doing this whole thing. And it was just the cutest. It was the cutest moment ever. I would never like change it for the world. Like it was to have both of them there, like the two people that I love the most. And like, I will never forget it. But it's not on camera. There's not photographers. There's nothing like that. It was an intimate moment that he's like, I've been waiting for a long time to do this, and this was the time. So
Oh my gosh, that sounds perfect in its like own way, and it's so sweet that your son was such a big part of it because I know that
I
is
know
important.
it really was, because I mean, not only is he getting me, but he's getting him as well, and I think that he's excited about that. So
Yeah. Now, you you announced your relationship with Brett back in like June. How did you, right around June, you guys posted kind of your first
yeah,
together. How did you know that he was the one, so early on?
Well, so we actually started dating in April.
Okay.
So I didn't like tell people for a little while just because I obviously had to make sure everything was
Yeah.
planned out, you know. I mean, I was like, this guy is like too perfect. Like, I'm gonna have to hire some people to like make sure this guy's checking out. And he was like beyond better than I could have ever imagined. And um, he doesn't do social media or anything like that. So when a lot of people thought that I was like trying to hide him, that's not what I was trying to do. I mean, he just has no interest in that. And
Yeah.
I'm so blessed for that because I'm like, yeah, that can cause a lot of issues in any relationship. But yeah, it was just when I released that, I was kind of like, listen, some of our exes are probably going to get a little crazy and come out with some weird stuff or say things about you, but that's just kind of like the name of this game, you know? I mean, but we've stayed strong and like nobody has really gotten in between us, and I doubt that they will ever. I mean, it's not going to work.
Exactly.
Like, we're like oozing love. Like, I think my friends like hate hanging out with us because they're like, get a room. Like, y'all are terrible.
I know.
So.
Well, how did you know that he was the one? Like, when was the first moment that you were like, this is like the real deal for me and him?
Oh, the day that I met him. I met him on a girls' trip, and I was with a group of girls. There was 12 of us, and he was for one of his guys' birthday parties. And I'm here with like, I'm talking like supermodel girls. I mean, every single girl I was with was like either like 6'1", even Naomi was there with us. And like, we locked eyes and like did not break eye contact the whole entire time. And I looked at it, I was like, that guy just looked through my soul. Like, and he is like, I don't know. So then he chased me out because we left the restaurant we were at. And he's like, wait, I've got to take you out. And I was like, okay. I was like, you can take me out, but you can take me out in South Carolina. And we were in Arizona. So he was like, I'll do it. I'll take you out. And flew here, took me on a date. And I was like, this is the man. I told my girlfriends, I said, I promise y'all, I don't know when, but he's the one. And my mom always said, you're gonna know. Like, when you know, you know. But it was something I never had like felt before. It was like took my breath away, literally.
Yeah. No, oh my gosh, I get that. And then there's like no anxiety or anything surrounding like you just feel so sure all the time and you're like, whoa. It's so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. It's perfect.
That's so great. So then he ended up staying in North Carolina or like kind of did long distance for a little bit?
We still are long distance right now.
Wow.
So what we pretty much do is work our tail off, and then we get back, and then we have like a week together, and then one of us will go, and then we kind of like are going back and forth. But it's really not, it's not bad at all. And I told him we couldn't live together until we were married. So we have, a year of that, but I think it's going to be, we make it work.
Yeah.
We have tons of plans for the holidays. So, a lot of travel.
And how is his relationship? Obviously, it's very strong with Hudson, and he loves him like he's already his own. What was it like seeing them together kind of for the first time and meeting?
And well, I asked my son this. I was like, what did you think the first time you met him? And he said that he was the one. I was like, oh my God. He's like, I just knew, like, that's it, And when I see them together, it just confirms it even more. And I never had any doubt from the beginning, but it was just like a bonus of why I wasn't worried about rushing things. Cause I mean, not only did I feel it, but so did my son. So it's so good.
Now, Tell me about this ring that is gorgeous. Is it everything you wanted? Is it, how did he design it?
So what's funny is when we kind of first got on the topic of, because I'd been married before, he had been engaged before in his past. And so, it wasn't something that we were like afraid to talk about or we hadn't both experienced. So it was what he was like, what would you want, if you were to get engaged again? I'm like, oh, easy. Okay. I was like, I have a girl. I was like, she's one of my girlfriends in New York who is a jeweler. Her name's Nicole Rose. I'm sure you've heard of her. She dresses all of us for Bravo and things like that. And me and her always have had these talks where I'm like, if I get to the point where I meet a man that like, I'm gonna marry, I'm just gonna send him your way, and you just tell him that like I like this and I like this and I hate that and I, you know.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I sent him. I was like, this is the girl, and I I was like, I like solitaire, I like emerald, I like that's about it. I was like, I don't want, I said, the only thing I don't want to like cluster diamond or anything like that. I
Yeah.
was like, but that's the free range. Little, I did not know it was going to be this big. But who complains about that? I was like, holy crap. I was like, this is for me. I was like, yes, I'm so happy. I
Yeah.
mean,
I might need to meet Nicole and have her.
yes, you can meet Nicole. She's like the girl you like want. Cause
Right.
like even like the bracelet here, it was he got me a gift for, I can't remember why he got me this, but he went to Nicole and was like, hey Madison, I want to get her, some jewelry. And she knows that I love anything like dainty. Like that's what I like. So this also he got from her. And then this, I was like,
Good
what
friend
the
to
heck?
have. Yeah.
Like, she's a good friend to have.
Seriously. Now I know it's early, but do you have a wedding plans? Do you have just like an image in your head of what you want, timing?
I have, considering I've been married before, I mean, I've never even tried on a wedding dress before. So this will be totally new for me. Like, even like going into the wedding, and he has a large family, and so do I. So that's going to take up a big number of this. So I'm thinking more intimate, small, around 50 to 70 people, like nothing crazy, possibly destination. Like I even joked, I was like, "You want to go to Vegas?" And then he was like, "We can't." No, but I was like, "It'd be fun." But I have ideas, but I think that my Pinterest board of weddings are like vintage at this point, um, because I have not thought about any
Right.
of this for a long time. And yeah, so I'm just gonna, hopefully people have suggestions and options, and there's some good wedding planning people here local, that's for sure. So I just want to
Definitely.
make sure that whatever I do is timeless and you know romantic, I guess.
Well, and that kind of brings me to Amazon Live, where you are going to be announcing your engagement. So, why was Amazon Live the place that you wanted to break this news?
Well, it just happened to be my first job after being engaged, and I'm like, how am I going to like we got to tell at some point. So I mean, I've been like holding off for so long, and not only that, I'm like, some of the things that I'm gonna put in my Amazon Live is like we have some bachelorette stuff, some
Yeah.
fun stuff, and yeah, it was just kind of happened to be like, okay, well, by the way, you're going on live in a few days, so this will be your outlet that you're gonna. And not only that, but I think you can do registry on Amazon. So, which hopefully that works out for all the people that can't attend the wedding. They can
Yeah.
just send it on over. So,
Exactly. Well, that's what I was thinking too, just when you were saying, there's, so much advice like that people can offer and things like that. I mean, through Amazon Live, that's a really great outlet to kind of interact with
Yeah.
your fans and hear from them their thoughts on what you should, you know, do,
Yes,
advice.
exactly. And I'm gonna take all the advice I can get when it comes to any of that. But,
Definitely. Do you have specific products planned out for your live?
yes, so I'm gonna talk about, I mean, we're going back old school, but like I'm just gonna say sometimes these things just don't ever change. And these hot rollers,
Is that what
this
you're
is
gonna use?
this, yes. So this is just a five like jumbo pack. Now you still would want to like curl your hair, right? Like after you would do that. So this would be after your blowout. Some people would use Velcro rollers, but for me, I get like static. So then I would pop these in instead, and then you would curl the hair so you can get that like bounce.
Mm-hmm.
So I am gonna like bring these back, and they're like very reasonable product. And then this is like, it's hard to see what this is, like a pretty potion.
Oh, yeah.
This is awesome. Like it will give you like a sheen to your body. So like if you want to put it on your legs when you're wearing a short dress or your collarbones, it's like a good product to have to just give you that extra glow that we all need.
Love
So
that.
I'm gonna hopefully I'm gonna be able to like show you guys how to the placement of the hot rollers,
Oh, yeah.
that product. So I'm gonna try to like actually show you guys that it works. And
Mm-hmm.
they have some cute stuff. We got some handbags. I thought this would be cute,
That
something
is
blue.
so cute. Amazon
I
fashion is,
know.
yeah.
I know, and it's so easy. And I'm like, I need this in 2 days,
Right.
anyways, right?
Right.
So that's
I love it. Plus, great bachelorette products, honestly. Like, that's where I
you
do all my shopping for bachelorette parties. They have great big kits that you can get, different
I
themes.
know.
The
Different
best.
themes. I'm hoping like all my girlfriends that are going to be planning the bachelorette are like going to be buying this, because I'm going to give you guys like an exclusive discount. So hopefully they get on there.
I love
I mean,
it.
I want all the stuff.
Yeah, all the
I
things.
want the
Yeah, the
little
secret
veil. I'm like,
right.
can we go to Nashville for like my bachelorette just so I can wear a cowgirl hat with a veil? I mean, I don't know. I just
Yes,
I think
as you should. Absolutely. Well, Madison, thank you so much for your time today. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait for this big announcement. Everyone's going to be so excited for you, and I just can't
I
wait.
hope so. And yes, I'm so excited, and I'll share it as much as I can. And I can't wait for the cat to get out of the bag. So I'm sick of holding it in.
Us too. We're excited to
But
be able to post about it and share your story. So thank you so much again, and we will be sure to tune in on your Amazon Live.